Welcome to Health Builds Life, where we uncover the deepest secrets of the human mind and how to protect it effectively. Did you know your own thoughts can physically destroy your brain tissue just as effectively as 20 years of heavy drinking? We often think that only physical toxins harm us, but science reveals that invisible mental patterns are just as dangerous. Academician Natalia Bekterieva dedicated her life to studying the human brain and uncovered a shocking mechanism of internal self-destruction. Her research provides a biological explanation for why negative thinking is not just a mood, but a physical weapon against yourself. Today we will explore exactly how this happens and, more importantly, how you can stop this process before it is too late. Understanding this mechanism is the key to preserving your memory, your intelligence, and your emotional stability for the rest of your life. It all begins with a mysterious case study that changed how scientists view the connection between our mind and our biology. Bekterieva once examined the brain scans of a brilliant engineer who was known to be a complete teetotaler his entire life. To her absolute shock, his brain showed severe atrophy and damage identical to that of a chronic, long-term alcoholic patient. There were no toxins in his blood, but there was a poison in his mind caused by years of negative rumination. He had a habit of dwelling on failures and expecting the worst, creating a chemical storm that dissolved his neural connections. This proved that the brain does not distinguish between a chemical poison like alcohol and the biochemical poison of stress hormones. To understand why this happens, we must look at a specific system in your brain known as the error detector mechanism. Deep inside our neural network lies a complex mechanism called the error detector, designed to alert us when something goes wrong. In a healthy state, this system saves your life by reminding you to turn off the iron or lock the door. It compares your current reality with a stored matrix of correctness, firing an alarm signal whenever a mismatch is detected. However, the problem arises when we feed this system with constant, repetitive negative self-talk, like "I am a total failure." When you repeat negative thoughts, the error detector gets stuck in the on position, constantly signaling that something is terribly wrong. This constant alarm triggers a massive release of cortisol, the stress hormone, which floods your brain day and night without pause. The primary victim of this chemical assault is the hippocampus, the vital center responsible for your memory and emotional regulation. As cortisol kills these neurons, your ability to remember, learn, and stay calm diminishes, creating a vicious cycle of brain degeneration. This is not just psychological stress, it is physiological destruction that physically shrinks the brain, exactly as Bekterieva observed in the engineer. Bekterieva identified 3 specific types of toxic phrases that act as the most powerful triggers for this self-destructive biological mechanism. These are not just words, they are programming codes that tell your brain to stop functioning and prepare for the end. The first toxic pattern is catastrophizing, using phrases like "everything is over" or "there is absolutely no hope left for me." When you say these dark words, your brain receives a command to shut down survival mechanisms and initiate a self-destruct sequence. The second toxic pattern is self-deprecation, such as saying "I am too old," "I am stupid," or "I am not capable." These phrases force the brain to switch off its pleasure centers and stop generating the energy needed to learn new skills. The third, and perhaps most dangerous pattern, is resignation, using phrases like "my fate is to suffer" or "I cannot change." This statement effectively locks the brain's ability to search for solutions, leaving you trapped in a state of permanent helplessness. Your brain obeys your commands literally. If you say there is no solution, it will stop looking for one immediately. Fortunately, Bekterieva also discovered that we have the power to reverse this process by changing the input codes we use. She proposed a simple yet profound linguistic shift that can stop this destruction instantly and rewire your brain for success. Instead of saying "I will never recover," you must train yourself to say "I have not recovered yet, but I will." This small change switches your brain from a passive state of dying to an active state of searching for solutions. The word "yet" acts as the bridge, telling your subconscious that the current situation is temporary and improvement is inevitable. To fully protect your brain, Bacteriva developed a specific 7-minute daily method that anyone can practice to restore mental health. The first step of the protection method begins immediately within the first 15 minutes after you wake up in the morning. Instead of reaching for your phone, spend this time practicing gratitude to flood your brain with dopamine instead of cortisol. This sets a positive chemical baseline for the entire day, making your error detector less sensitive to minor stresses. The second technique is called switching, which you must use whenever a negative thought tries to invade your mind during the day. Imagine you are holding a remote control and physically switch the channel from the negative thought to a neutral or positive image. You must not fight the thought. Simply switch your attention to something else, depriving the negative neural loop of its energy. The final and most powerful step is the reverse recall exercise, performed right before you drift off to sleep at night. Try to replay the events of your day in reverse order, starting from the moment you got into bed back to morning. This forces your hippocampus to work actively, strengthening memory pathways and flushing out the emotional toxicity of the day's stress. By doing this, you prevent negative loops from consolidating during sleep, allowing your brain to truly rest and repair itself. Your brain is incredibly plastic. It can heal from years of damage if you stop poisoning it with your own words. Bacteriva's research teaches us that we are the masters of our biology, and our thoughts are the tools of creation. It does not matter how old you are or how much stress you have faced. You can start this process today. Stop the error detector from ruling your life and take back control of your mind, your health, and your future. Your brain is a miraculous machine designed to serve you, not destroy you, so treat it with the kindness it deserves. We hope this insight from academician Bacteriva helps you navigate the challenges of life with a stronger and healthier mind. Remember the 3 steps: gratitude in the morning, switching channels during the day, and reverse recall before you sleep. A healthy mind builds a healthy life, allowing you to be present for your loved ones and achieve your dreams. Start planting these seeds of positivity today, and watch how your reality transforms along with your physical brain structure. The universe within your mind is vast and capable of incredible healing, waiting for you to take the command. Take a deep breath, release the tension, and decide right now to be the guardian of your own mental garden. Happiness is not just an emotion. It is a biochemical state that you can engineer through conscious thought and discipline. Every positive word you speak is a brick in the fortress that protects you from the storms of life. Consistency is key. Small changes practiced every single day will yield results far greater than any sudden, drastic effort. You have the power to turn back the clock on your brain health and reclaim the mental sharpness of youth. See yourself not as a victim of your biology, but as the architect of your destiny and your well-being. Let this knowledge be the lighthouse that guides you through the darker moments and brings you back to safety. Trust in your body's ability to heal, and support it with the language of love, hope, and endless possibility. Free your mind from the cage of the error detector and let your consciousness soar to new heights of clarity. As we close the chapter on Bacteriva's research, the real work begins with you, in your own mind, right now. Look in the mirror today and say something kind to yourself. It is the most important conversation you will ever have. Let the light of awareness banish the shadows of doubt and fear from the deepest corners of your neural network. Cleanse your mind daily with these practices, and you will discover the brilliant gem of intelligence that lies within you. If you found this video helpful, please share it with someone who might need to hear this life-changing message. Your support helps us continue our mission to bring vital health knowledge to people all around the world. Join our community of mindful individuals who are building a better life through science, understanding, and positive action. Protect your mind today. Thank you for watching Health Builds Life. Subscribe for more insights into your amazing human potential.